What's up, everybody? It's Jack. I started doing some walks in the park. It's a walk in the park. That was really bad. I do pretty good impressions, but not that one. Life's been kind of kicking my ass lately, and I'm out of shape, so I've been coming to the park near the house called Iroquois Park. It's a famous park. Been here a long time. Really cool. Has a very, 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 very cool concert venue here called Iroquois Amphitheater, like one of my favorites. It's really cool. Last video I was kind of talking about the kind of stuff I'm wanting to get into as far as my talks go. I'm going to for sure work on finishing up a couple songs this weekend so I can upload the videos for those next week, but I forgot what I was saying. Let me think of a good story today. Let's see. This is always a good one. So I think it was 1995 or 96. It's kind of blurry back then. But the band I was in was called Spit Shine 9. Some of y'all remember. And we were like a regional touring band. We would do original songs and cover songs. And we were just crazy and dressed up crazy. It was in the 90s. We were right where we needed to be. We fit right in and was doing great and traveled all over the country. Anyway, we did a lot of spring breaks down in, well, not just spring breaks, but just played in Panama City, Florida a lot. Like way too much. I ended up living down there at one point for like a year. I remember one spring break we were playing and up on stage, you know, rocking out. I turned around, drank some of my beer, and was getting ready to turn back around and sing or whatever I was getting ready to do. And my bass player is trying to get my attention, and I'm like, hey, man, what's up? And he's like, no, look down there. And I'm like, where? And he's like, right there. And I looked down because he was pointing down at the dance floor, but like down. I thought he meant on the floor. I thought somebody... But it was Emmanuel, who is an actor for those young folks out there. There was a sitcom family comedy show back in the 80s called Webster, and it was this little African-American kid, and he had white parents, and that was like a big deal. Like, it was really cool, and it was such a great show. And he was little. I think his character was maybe like, I don't know, 6 years old, 6 or 7 years old, if that, you know, somewhere in there. And he had the similar disease that Gary Coleman from Different Strokes had, but he was even smaller. Anyway, I looked down and he's down there. And he was like 30 by then, or 30, I don't know, in his 30s probably. So, and he was looking slick and had like a silk shirt on, and he had like 3 or 4 hot girls with him, and, you know, and he was still pretty much looked like he walked off the set of Webster. He's still that small, little chunky or whatever. But anyway, so he comes walking in there, and I just can't believe it. And so the song we were playing ended not too long after I noticed it. So I'm like, oh my God, everybody, look, it's Webster. Webster is here. Emmanuel Lewis, what is up, my friend? Oh my gosh. So he ends up getting up on stage, and one of the people with him had to lift him up there, but one of the other people next to us said it was his birthday. I don't remember which birthday, but I was like, oh my God. So I said it on the mic, and I was like, happy birthday, man. And of course, I've got a picture of it somewhere. I'm wearing like this big red like skirt that goes all the way down to my feet, and like one of those 90s zip up like surf looking shirts with the zipper like right here, and it had like a little bit of a turtleneck, whatever that look was. And I had my whole head shaved at that time, but I had this little tuft of hair that would grow, and I would grow it out long or spike it up or and I would dye it. This night I had taken a page from the No Doubt bass player or drummer, and I made little horns with beeswax and hairspray. So we've got Emmanuel Lewis up there, Webster, and me looking like I just described, and I'm like giving him a hug and he's hugging me. You know, I had to bend way down. I might have been squatting, I don't know. Anyway, I said, happy birthday, man. And I had everybody yell, you know, happy birthday. And the drummer starts doing the Beatles, you say it's your birthday, you know, say it's your birthday. And so we start doing that, and he's dancing up there with me, and I had a wireless mic. So after we got done, I handed him the mic, and he was like, man, give it up for these guys. Thank you so much, man. You guys really kick some you know what. And that was cool and everything, but I was like, what? And so I grabbed the mic. I said, man, you're not really a kid. You can say ass if you want to. And he cracked up. And anyway, he went on about his business. We went on with the show and all that stuff. But just how random is that? And that's like my life. I have 1,000 of those stories, some even crazier, some stranger, some that will scare you to death, some will that will you know, play your heartstrings. But that's pretty good for today. So thanks for tuning into the Little Big Show. Subscribe, please. It doesn't cost anything. If you hit the bell, then you'll know when my next videos are out. Check out my other page, which is all about my cats. Anyway, thanks a bunch. See you soon.